Hello, this is Dinah Lane from the Harwich channel, and I'm here with Mike Locke and Andrea Higgins of the Harwich Conservation Trust. So nice to see you both.
Hi, Dinah.
Good morning.
Great to see you, Andrea. I've
Thank
heard
you.
so much about you.
Oh, thank you.
And I know Mike is very excited about your programs. Mike, perhaps you want to just say a few words about why you think Andrea is so special to the Conservation Trust.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then I'll take it from there.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're so grateful to work with Andrea and how she connects with youngsters and their parents and grandparents and other caregivers. We started partnering back in the fall of 2021. Really, these are Andrea's creative ideas of connecting youngsters to the great outdoors, everywhere from moms with infants to elementary schoolers, preschoolers. It's just amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Andrea, what is the program called where the parents wear the baby on their chest?
Newbies in Nature.
Newbies in Nature. I love that name.
Thank
That's
you. That's
great.
Mike's name. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Very clever. Yeah.
Excellent. And tell me what you do with them.
Sure. So we invite caregivers who can wear their babies either in a front sling or a backpack. So I've had babies who are just a couple weeks old all the way to just over a year. And we go out on the trails, a different sanctuary every week that we're gathered together. And we start our practice with a little arrival activity. Just it's a moment for these very busy caregivers just to take a pause, just have a nice few breaths and just notice the surroundings that they're in. And then we go for a walk together, and I encourage them to have their children touch the bark of the trees and the leaves and the lichen. It's such a sweet experience. So we have moments where there's just quiet and stillness, and then the parents connecting about all the other community activities that they can engage in, like baby yoga classes or lactation classes or hospital groups that are really helpful. So it's really building community.
What a great and unusual way for caregivers to get together when they have small children.
Yeah, that's right.
It's really great because they do so much need connection with nature. As well as with each other. So
being
it's a great idea.
Oh, thank you. Because being a young parent can be really isolating at
sure
home.
Can.
You're so busy. So this is an opportunity to get up and get dressed, to get out on the trails and get out in nature and connect with other young parents.
Oh, how wonderful.
It's so nice because
sounds healing.
Thank you.
Just wonderful.
Yeah, it's really nice to hear the conversations that happen, and some of them meet after at the beach for a walk or so they're really creating community.
It sparks something in them too to get out more in nature and realize how good it feels. Probably,
and they feel confident that now they know I can put my baby in a carrier and enjoy these gorgeous sanctuaries, and they can keep returning to these places that are preserved forever, which is
so it's an introduction, really.
Yeah. And we talk about sometimes maybe these little babies are going to graduate from high school together, and they can say, we knew each other since we were just newbies in nature.
Oh,
That's great.
Looking forward. Beautiful. So what is the next step up then?
So the next step is a preschool explorer, and that's from 2 years to 5 years of age. And we go to a different sanctuary each week. We're gathering together, and we have a different theme every week. And our activity includes exploration hike, and the children are learning about all the plants and the animals that live in the area. They're amazing little trackers. They can identify scat and tracks and animal sign. Even at 2 and 3 years old, they can tell me like, oh, Miss Andrea, that's poison ivy, or this is bayberry. Amazing.
Excellent.
And we have lots of stories that we read on the trails, that when the children see a bench, they know that they climb up for story time.
Nice.
And then there's an art project with lots of recycled materials, and the art project is in keeping with the theme. So today our theme is ponds. We're going to be at Cornelius Pond, and we're creating little Monet-like water lilies. So they have a finger paint that's blue, and then little lily pads out of construction paper and tissue paper flowers, and adorable. Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's adorable, and it also just plants the seed for so many other things, including an appreciation of art and the impact of nature on art.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful that a lot of these children are with either mom and or dad and grandparents. So they're making these memories on these trails with with all the generations,
Isn't
and
that
they can keep returning to these
fabulous?
places, even when they're my age, and say, I was here with Grandma, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
held my first frog here, or held salamander egg mass. Or,
Right.
it's
Well, clearly
wonderful.
you're very passionate about it. And so what goes next after the
Then next,
preschoolers?
because it's hard to let go of these amazing children when they graduate to kindergarten. So we have ecosystem explorers, and that's from 5 to 10 years of age.
Uh-huh.
So that's we create those during the school vacations and in the summertime,
I see.
and that's an opportunity to dig in a little bit more, maybe digging in more to plants or tracking. Yeah, I have them become scientists like limnologists or dendrologists, and so yeah,
Wow.
it's great fun. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like just expanding and just growing their learning
So is that's 3 categories you do?
for children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you also do adults?
I do. I lead mindful outdoor experiences
Okay.
and horseshoe crab walks and wildlife
Oh, that's
tracking
right.
walks,
Yes, I read
otter
about that.
sign walks. Yeah. I had a series at the National Seashore. All kinds of amazing fun.
Where do you do the horseshoe crab walks?
At Jackknife Cove.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect place.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you go at low tide?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
And then we look for a horseshoe crab because that's definitely the star of the show.
Well, of course. I'm assuming you're looking for horseshoe crabs. Yes, some of my earliest memories of the water are horseshoe crabs and holding horseshoe crabs and being able to put my finger towards its pincers and not being pinched. That was a real lesson. You know, the horseshoe crabs are very, very gentle.
Yeah.
The only thing you want to be careful of course, is hurting them
That's right.
or stepping on their tail because that can hurt.
Yeah. But we have a theme of horseshoe crabs with the littles right around International Horseshoe Crab Day. So they learn all about them and we'll gently hold them.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
they can
It's
teach
good to
other
learn how
people.
to be gentle with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is wonderful to hear about your programs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Mike, did you want to highlight anything else about the Conservation Trust right now?
I wanted to recognize that these family programs for the youngsters and their parents, grandparents, caregivers are free. And that's made possible by an anonymous challenge donor.
Yeah, amazing.
That's fabulous.
Wow.
Wow.
That encouraged us to raise matching funds. And
Yeah.
this allows us to open it up to folks of any economic means, which
And
is really important.
How do you get the word out other than forums such as this? How have you been getting the word out?
Usually through our Harwich Conservation Trust e-news. So folks can sign up for e-news at our website, harwichconservationtrust.org.
Right.
In the upper right there is the sign up.
Do you reach out specifically to preschools or schools to try to let them know that these things are an opportunity for their students?
You've got Andrew's got quite a following, so they fill up pretty quickly.
They do,
But we continue to reach out to any groups that might be interested, as well as the wider e-news list.
Right, because so many people would be interested if they knew about it, and certainly if they knew that it was free of charge.
Yeah.
What a wonderful
I'm so
wonderful
grateful
benefit.
to the donor.
Absolutely.
What a beautiful gift.
It
It's
is.
really, I'm so grateful.
It's fabulous. Yeah.
And with beautiful community support. Yeah, I'm so grateful for that.
It is
for
amazing.
sure.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you're a perfect match with the organization
I feel
because
so
you all do such
lucky. I'm
wonderful
very
work.
grateful. It's
And
great.
thanks so much, as always, for coming in and talking about this.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to join.
Okay. This is Dinah Lane from the Harwich Channel, here with the Harwich Conservation Trust. Thank you.